we're checking in with an organization that provides mental health resources throughout our community. We have Rebecca Fairman with us. She is the Executive Director with Connections for Mental Wellness. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, good morning. Thank you for having me here today.
All right, talk about kind of what you guys do and why it's so important.
Well, Connections for Mental Wellness is a grant-funded initiative that looks at providing resources, education, and reducing stigma when it comes to mental health within our community. Really, it's amazing when we look at the impact of mental wellness and mental health. Brown County has about 7,500,000 mental health days per year from individuals within our community. When we look at employers, this is costing about $400 million per year just in mental health costs and lost productivity. In addition, mental health in our community really has become an issue that we need to look at how to handle it appropriately, how to recognize signs and symptoms, and most of all, how to reduce stigma and understand that everyone has mental health and we can't have health without mental wellness.
Okay, you mentioned something about first aid, mental health first aid. Describe to me what that is.
Yes, mental health first aid is a course. It's an 8-hour course that provides first aid the same way that you would get regular first aid for a physical illness or a physical crisis. Mental health first aid educates on what to do if there's a mental health crisis, how to address it, how to recognize it, and most importantly, how to refer for appropriate resources. To date, we have provided mental health first aid certifications to over 250 individuals within Brown County, and that number is growing every day.
Okay, how important is it for people to be trained in mental health first aid, because what can happen if there's no one in the room qualified?
Well, I think a lot of times when we see a mental health crisis, individuals tend to turn away or not understand what's happening, and there's a significant fear around it. Mental health first aid really provides individuals with the resources needed, not just to turn away from them, but to understand what's happening and make sure that they are getting the help that they need.
Okay, if people want to donate to your cause today, where's that money going to go?
The money is going to go specifically to the mental health resources, being able to provide more classes around the mental health first aid, as well as continue to build on resources available within the community.
All right, thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. We hope you get lots of donations today. And now we're going to send it on over to Fish for the weather.
Wintry wonderland out there, it looks like, but now most of the snow is done. Still holding on to winter weather advisory for the next hour or so for Dorr and Menominee County, Michigan. The rest of us have been dropped. Actually, Green Bay's dropped a little bit early because look at what happened to the snow. A lot of it has been rolling its way on out. Let me zoom in for you, still show you parts of Dorr, northern Kewanee, even a few parts of Brown holding on to a bit, but Appleton, you're done. Oshkosh, it's done for you. Fond du Lac, done. And when you go out to clean this up, it's going to be like kind of medium to heavy in consistency, so watch your backs. All right, it sounds like Gino Recchi had just told me a little bit over a half foot has fallen in Green Bay. Skycast, though, showing today getting better. I mean, at least snow-wise. We're going to see a little bit of sunshine starting to pop out, especially this afternoon. Now, tonight, do you see the clouds kind of shift their direction? That's a cold front. Oh, it's going to live up to its name, but it's not quite here yet. So we've got 30 degrees right now in Oshkosh and Green Bay. So when you go out to clean it up, sure, it's kind of windy out there, maybe blowing around a bit, but it's not that cold. Wind chills feel like mostly teens and a couple 20s out there. Today's high 30 degrees. We're going to hover around that this morning, then dropping a little bit into the 20s this afternoon, kind of breezy, but most of the snow is now done except for Dorr, Menominee County, Michigan. It's getting cold tonight. Overnight going down to 1 above. And then tomorrow feel like the middle of winter again. 14 degrees, but we're going to have plenty of sunshine out there. There's that. All right, Thursday morning starting off with 4 below, 16 for a high on Thursday. Brooke, that's a 2-day cold snap. It's only 2 days. We got 32 on Friday, and this weekend we might even touch 40 degrees. We can handle this, right?
So bundle up for 2 days and then bring out the shorts over the weekend. No, I'm kidding.
Close enough.
All right, still to come. Changing the way we think about food. How the Farmery is a nonprofit organization that's doing just that. You're watching NBC 26 today. We're live from Lambeau Field. Stay with us. Thanks for watching with us this morning, live inside the atrium at Lambeau Field. And out of the 40 nonprofits taking part in this year's Give Big Green Bay event. No mission is the same.
And Emily Beyer joins us with more. Em?
Good morning, Brooke and Fish. Hello, everyone. Those missions are the driving force behind these nonprofits, and one of them is changing the way we talk and think about food. Take a look.
I think a lot of people maybe don't know what we're doing here at the Farmery.
Nestled in at 815 Chicago Street, the Farmery has transformed the historic 100-year-old building into a yellow perch fish hatchery.
This began as an idea back in 2016 to be able to build a vertical aquaponics farm and fish hatchery for the community of Green Bay.
Organizers say they expect to be able to produce up to 400,000 fingerlings for sale this year to aquaculture farms in Wisconsin, and that's important for sustainability.
Oceans around the world, the ecology is changing. There's a decrease in the number of wild-caught fish, and we need to be able to supplement those wild-caught sources with aquaculture, with farm fish protein.
And organizers say that they hope for this to be a learning hub for the community.
We can have people come here to learn how to grow out yellow perch and other fish species in a recirculating aquaculture environment.
It's their first year being a part of the Give Big Green Bay campaign, which is huge for awareness, but also to encourage education.
Their funds will go to actually support students who are looking to come here and learn all kinds of STEM topics through their field trips for K-12 students. We're going to be doing job shadows, internships. So we'll be able to provide a lot of different learning opportunities.
That learning and awareness leading to an even brighter future for the Farmery.
We have a lot of room for expansion. We can put more tanks in, we can add water to be able to grade fish, sort them, and be able to sell them.
Now, right now, the Farmery is focusing on just selling those fingerlings to local farmers, but Brooke and Fish, I'm standing right next to 19 Kitchen and Tap. They eventually one day could sell that yellow perch that they make there right at the Farmery. So very cool to see a project like that happening in Green Bay.
All right, thank you so much, Emily. I was just saying that to Fish. I'm thinking Friday fish fry. I could go for some perch.
Oh, those sound delicious.
Little tartar sauce, little raw onion.
No, you can't. All right.
He doesn't like that.
I've never heard of it. She has. Okay, the radar showing a lot of the snow starting to move on out. Still holding on to parts like northern Kewaunee, Dorr. There's Menominee County, Michigan. At least when you go to clean this up, the temperature's not that cold. It's 30 degrees here in Green Bay, same with Oshkosh, and 31 in Fond du Lac. Temperatures hovering around that are actually falling into the 20s this afternoon. I'll let you know when the polar air gets here. Stay with us.
Thanks for watching with us, everyone. I'm Brooke Hafes.
And I'm meteorologist Michael Fish, and we are at Lambeau Field live with you this morning in the atrium for Give Big Green Bay.
Yeah, it feels a little different in here than what we're used to. It's a little quieter in here this time of day.
It is, but I'm looking right out the window here, Brooke, and I can see that most of our snow is pretty much stopped now.
Yeah, there was a little bit overnight. You know, the roads were a little covered when we drove in.
Yeah, it looks like around 6 inches fell in Green Bay, but most of that is now just about done. As far as winter weather advisories, there's still Door County. That's going to be in effect for the next hour or so. Same with Menominee County, Michigan. You notice the rest of us, though, well, that's pretty much done. Here's a look at your radar. This is what I'm talking about. See, Green Bay, it's pretty much done. Same with Appleton and Oshkosh, Fond du Lac. Still holding on to Dorr and parts of Menominee County, Michigan still. Skycast, though, showing today improving just a bit sunshine-wise. Should be a pretty quiet afternoon besides the wind. And it's going to get cold tonight. But it's not cold quite yet. As you go to clean this up, it's 30 Green Bay and Oshkosh and 28 in Appleton. Wind chills feel like the teens, 20s, which really isn't that cold as far as right now. So most of the snow is done. Now it's just the cleanup. Some breaks of sun this afternoon. Brooke, I'm going to let you know when it gets really cold again around here coming up.
All right, thanks, Fish. Now today, Give Big Green Bay kicks off its third year, and the event gives people the chance to help out some area nonprofits and give back to their community.
You know, last year they managed to raise $1.3 million, or 1.4, close to that. And this year's effort can do even better.
Yep, and Give Big Green Bay is a 24-hour event. It begins today at noon. 40 nonprofits were selected to take part this year, and leaders with those groups say they're thrilled to be a part of it.
It engenders relationship, and so it cuts down on the kind of siloed mentality that kind of has people elbowing things out, and what we know is that when we're better together, really.
60% of the nonprofits chosen for this year are new to the program. And now we're checking in with a nonprofit that makes sure people throughout our community have food to eat on our tables. Craig Robbins, the executive director with Paul's Pantry, joins us. Thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, tell us a little bit about what is so important about what you do within our community.
Well, whether people know it or not, there are people in our community who are hungry, and it could be the person across the street, it could be someone that you know that is struggling, and so we say neighbors feeding neighbors. That's what we're all about. It's all community.
Yeah, what kind of food do you provide for folks in our area?
We're able to provide everything that you would find in a grocery store, so not just the non-perishable food items that are collected through food drives, but events like this today will help us to purchase fresh, nutritious food, bananas and hamburger, milk, eggs, tuna fish, peanut butter, so we can provide a lot of protein in meals. So we're providing a full week's worth of groceries every week for as long as needed.
And you guys are funded completely through the community, so Give Big Green Bay is a pretty important initiative to you guys.
It is, not only financially, which is obvious, but there's a lot of people that maybe heard about Paul's Pantry, but don't really know exactly what it is we do or how large we are, as well as the other 40 nonprofits. There is so much good work being done in our community, and today is a great opportunity for people to learn about all the good work being done.
Craig, what are you most excited about with this year's event?
I think just getting the word out there, the excitement that it generates, people asking questions, getting to know us, and it's a fun way to get your message out to a whole new group of people.
All right, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We hope you get lots of donations headed your way today in the next 24 hours. And we have a really easy way for folks to go donate to this cause. All you have to do is head to our website, nbc26.com. You click on this story. We have a direct link, but you can't do it until noon today. That's when it all starts. All right, still to come, the Girl Scouts of Northwestern Great Lakes are involved this year for the third year in a row, how they're working to empower young girls. Plus, Living Your Best Life, the nonprofit organization helping to make that a reality for everyone.
Well, it's a winter wonderland out there again. Fresh blanket of snow, but most of it's done. Here's actually a look at the radar right now. Still holding on to parts of our eastern counties. There's Dorr a little bit, parts of Oconto, Marinette, and even a little bit of Menominee County, Michigan, just about to move out. Temperatures currently, well, as you go to clean this up, it's really not that cold. Already 30 in Green Bay, same with Oshkosh, and 28 in Appleton. As far as the rest of your day here, we're talking about temperatures falling just a little bit into the 20s with some sunshine returning, but got some cold air on the way. I'll let you know when it gets here. Coming up, stay with us.
Thanks for watching with us this morning. We're live from Lambeau Field for the Give Big Green Bay event. And there's one local organization we want to tell you about that focuses on everyone having the opportunity to live their best life.
And Emily Beyer joining us live with more. Morning, Emily.
Good morning, Brooke and Fish. Hello, everyone. We thought we would step outside the Miller Lite gate here, and the snow has stopped, but it is beautiful, and that is kind of the goal of Wello. I'm joined by Natalie Baumstead. You're the executive director. Tell us a little bit more about Wello. You guys have a lot of different goals, but it's all about just getting involved.
Exactly. So Wello is a network-based nonprofit here in the greater Green Bay community, and we're all about well-being and trying to help improve health and well-being for individuals and families throughout the community. So it's really fitting that we're outside here today because getting outside and getting active is one of those areas where you can get well.
Yeah, and even though, there's snow out here, I know not everyone loves it, but I know for you and I both, we were excited. We're like, look at the snow, it's pretty cool. And it's just taking those little moments to enjoy what you're out there doing. So it's just important to get out. Tell us a little bit more. You guys have done a couple of different events. I know we were able to preview one of them. You guys did, a freeze run, and you guys do a lot of events throughout the year.
Absolutely. We do a number of events. Something that's new and then that's actually happening right today. Not only are we a part of Give Big Green Bay today, but our first first resident community health and well-being survey. Those results are going live today on our website.
Wow. Okay.
And so that's an opportunity for us to see in what areas of well-being are we doing really well, and what areas do we need to really focus in on more. And this allows us, to work with different community partners to be more effective and efficient with our resources and really target interventions and projects that are going to really make a difference in our well-being.
Yeah, and that knowledge is important because then you can go from there and find out what else to do to, again, that overall well-being to continue to benefit.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite part about what you guys do? I know I loved even just that run we got to see. I got to go that night and seeing everyone, just families. It was cold, but people were so excited to be a part of it.
Exactly. I think one of my favorite things is the sense of community that well-being can bring, right? And so it's seeing all different types of people coming together and really enjoying the different community assets we have and getting to know one another. And we know that that sense of community is such an important part of well-being. So that's one of my favorite parts of this job, is being able to really work with community members each and every day to do that.
Yeah, and you definitely want to follow you on Facebook because you guys do a lot of events throughout the summer too, and a majority of them are like free.
Absolutely. We try to make things as free as possible.
Right, yeah, so it's really fun to get involved. We're going to have all the information on Wello. Again, like I said, follow them on Facebook because that's where you can find out some really fun, cute things to do throughout the summer with your kids. Brook and Fish, we're going to continue to see how they do plowing out Lambeau Field here this morning. They've got some huge snow piles out here.
Yeah, when we drove in, it was pretty snow covered, and Fish was pretty nervous about driving through it. But real quick, we do want to mention this awesome countdown going on to when you can donate. So you have how much time left here, Fish?
That's 5 hours, 17 minutes. That's why I point to things. I'm a weatherman.
That's why he gave him the job.
23 seconds left. Well, 5 hours, 17, 23
So
seconds.
that's noon today, folks. That's when you can head to that website and start making your donations. All right, great. Now, the Girl Scouts of Northwestern Great Lakes are participating in this year's event for the third time. They're a part of Girl Scouts of the USA, which is the largest girl leadership development organization in the nation. Their mission is to empower girls to become confident leaders and learn different skills as they go.
We're doing more events, we're getting out into the community, we're bringing people into Girl Scouts to experience what it's all about and to see girls in action. I mean, really, the whole day and the whole purpose of it is to give back to the nonprofits and let the community see what we're doing.
One of the programs the Girl Scouts are focusing on is their Reaching Out program. They bring Girl Scouts to the girls who need it the most during and after school in underserved communities.
Just explain to them what it is and how much fun it is and the things you could earn or just things you can make. It's all about kindness, pretty much.
The funds raised will help continue these programs and assist girls who are experiencing financial hurdles who want to be part of their organization. Still to come, Setting Children Up for Success, the organization that's helping kids get back to school.
All right, we're just about done with the snow. Still holding on to Door County. There's Menominee County, Michigan, and a flurry floating by in Appleton. But now it's time for cleanup, and when you go outside, though, it's really not that cold. 30 already. Green Bay, same with Kewaunee and Manitowoc, and going to hover around that all day today, maybe even a couple breaks of sun going through the afternoon. I'm going to let you know when that polar air arrives to our area again here. Coming up, stay with us.
You're connected to NBC 26 Today with Brooke Hayes. Meteorologist Michael Fish. NBC 26 Today. Keeping you connected.
Thanks for watching with us this morning. We are live inside the atrium at Lambeau Field for the Give Big Green Bay event that kicks off at noon today. And one nonprofit is helping Brown County improve water quality with the help of the community.
All right, this is getting nerdy for you. The Brown County Land and Water Conservation Department works with local owners and farmers to reduce phosphorus and sediment runoff, which has been known to produce algae blooms in the Fox River and Green Bay.
A lot of the work that we're doing with our farms here in Brown County and Outagamie County look at applying the right rates of phosphorus at the right times and not over applying phosphorus and trying to mine some of those levels out of the soils.
And phosphorus attaches itself to soil particles, but if erosion occurs, it gets discharged into the waterways, This nonprofit is helping reduce erosion by planting cover crops since the roots hold that soil together. The money raised will go to sediment and phosphorus reduction projects.
Good job, Brooke. You sound like a true scientist.
All right, thank you very much. All right, now to an organization that is setting our children up for success. The Service League of Green Bay, of course, helps kids head back to school. We have the president of the Service League, Ashley Moon, with us. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, tell us a little bit about what you guys do in our community.
Absolutely. We host the back to school